Everyone, Gaara here and welcome to a brand new deck tech video. Today I'm gonna talk about a Reno Paladin that I'm constantly upgrading, and I think from all the Reno decks, Paladin and Warlock are the strongest, and yeah, it's nice to have a good, I'm pretty sure a lot of people like Reno decks and it's new, and I know that you have seen a lot of Reno decks, but yeah, I just like to share my current versions, what I'm climbing ladder with. It is new season. Second day of a new season, constantly I'm rank 6 and I'm playing this Paladin Reno deck to climb, and it's working pretty well. So let's go over deck list because that's a lot of one-offs to talk about. Okay, the last Reno Paladin deck that I played had a bunch of 2-offs, actually not too many, it's just 3 copies of cards that were 2-offs. It was the Zombie Chow, Mini Bot and Master for Battle, because it's very likely that you will draw those. I think it's not even necessary because there's so many strong one-offs you can play that you play those cards as 2-offs, especially Zombie Chow. The second Zombie Chow has a lot of diminishing return after you play the first one, or if you don't draw both, they're pretty bad later on. Second is the Minibot. Minibot is a really powerful card, but there are alternatives. Like the Hunter Creeper Jewel Scarab. I think Jewel Scarab is fine in control decks, and Knife Juggler, or even the Rubin Egg. And the same goes for Master for Battle. I don't think it's necessary to run 2. In my older mid-range Paladin versions before the expansion, I tend to run just one Master for Battle anyways, because of the Cockhammer and Aldo Peacekeeper and Acolytes and even MC Tags. It was just it stacked up. I didn't like that I stack up too many weapons, so I decided to cut one Master for Battle, because I also don't like to run Quartermaster as well. So this is what I decided. So it's fine, I just have one off, so whenever I draw Reno Jackson it will be a guaranteed full heal, and I use this card in the same slot as a heal bot, I would say, when I play a normal control Paladin, and that heal is so much better and bigger, and the body is so much better, so I don't think you need more heal besides the True Silver Champion and the Reno Jackson, because decks are so aggressive and usually you just don't need it, and I like to have like a little bit more draw, so I find the card. I have also more bot control early game, so I don't take too much damage in the process. So one Zombie Chow is just a great card in any control deck. It's the best anti-aggro tool in the game, because if you go first and you have the Zombie Chow, it is just better than any heal in the game, because it deals with all the minions that your opponent can play. One equality, usually you tend to run one equality anyways in control decks. You went for the BGH instead, or the second equality, because you need to combo it. You don't run Pyromancies anymore, but one equality is really strong, and it just helps you trade your bot into your opponent's bigger bot if you're behind, and it's a great comeback mechanic. Echoing Ooze. Echoing Ooze is a great card that I can combo with Blessing of Kings and even Keeper of Ulduman. I don't know if too many people thought about that combo, but you can also combine it with the Argus, so there's plenty of cards I can combine it, so this really justifies playing one copy over like a Hunter Creeper or a mini bot. I think it's great late game wise, and early game it's not too bad either. Hunter Creeper just the best 2-drop in the game, what to say there besides mini bot. Owl, it's nice to have one silence against aggro decks. You can play it as a 2-drop against control decks. You can use it to disable the strongest legendaries. And Jewel Scarab, it's a very flexible card. Sometimes it gives you the BGH if you play against a handlock and you know it's a handlock, then you would choose a BGH. And oftentimes it just gives you like a turn free play if you don't have one. So it gives you something on board. It's basically the same as hero powering, but you don't lose a card because you get to turn free play. It smooths out the curve, and you have options, and sometimes you just need a different card for a different matchup, and sometimes you get a heal, even like a Farseer, so it's a very nice card. I'm testing it right now. It might not be strong enough because of the stats, but yeah, anyways, it's decent. One Knife Juggler, it's a good combo with the board as a Paladin in general. good for with Master for Battle, and also good for equality, but also good against Druid, especially right now, because you want minions with 3 attack and 2 toughness, 2 drops, just to deal with the aspirants. Also against a priest, it's a pretty good card. Nerubian Egg, there's actually a lot of cards I can buff the Nerubian Egg with. I have the Keeper of Ulduman, I have the Cockhammer, the Guardian of Kings, Defender of Argus, and it's an anti-bot clear card as well, like, because a lot of decks have bot clear, so you just play it and opponent just can't clear your board, so you have something on board. It's very important for Paladin to have something on board. So mini bot, just an excellent 2-drop. Cockhammer, you always played 1 Cockhammer. The taunt, the additional taunt you get from that card is very good against aggro decks. Also, it's a very great card to deal with the opponent's early game, so it's a really powerful card. Same goes for Master of Battle, just insane value for 3 mana. Acolyte of Pain, just to have draw because of all the small stuff. You might run out of cards against control decks. It's a great combo with Aldo Peacekeeper, and you can also buff it with Kings or Defender of Argus. Just great synergy overall with the other cards. Aldo Peacekeeper, yeah, it hurts to not have 2 of those cards, but since you have 1 Keeper of Uldaman, it's completely fine. 1 BGH, it's self-explanatory for the opponent. Big minions, MC Tag, it's a great alternative for the second consecration. Stealing a minion is usually better than just dealing 2 damage to all opponent's minions. It's also cheaper, and it oftentimes has a chance to just auto-win you the game if you steal the opponent's biggest minion. True Silver Champion, a great card, so is Blessing of Kings. In secret decks you tend to run both cards anyways, and just one True Silver Champion. You just have so many weapons, and you have a lot of good alternatives for the 4 mana slot, just so you don't need to run 2 offs. 1 consecration, yeah, sometimes we would like to have a second one, but as I said, Mind Control Tech is a fine alternative. One of the biggest weakness of Aldor decks is indeed that you don't have bot clears, multiple bot clears, and yeah, that hurts a little bit. So, but the MC Tech is fine. You have equality as well, where you can trade your bot in, so there's options, and so you have to run a little bit more early game as well. But so yeah, Defender of Argus, just a great card in Paladin, in token classes like Shaman or Paladin. Keeper of Uldaman, the new card that was released, it's just an excellent card, Paladin card. It can be used defensively, offensively. It's just a great card overall. Kazan Mystic, okay, I decided to play Kazan and Harrison Jones because I think those are great cards, but if you have a deck where you could fit them in, they're great cards. Like against Freeze Mage, for example, I don't have enough heal, so Freeze Mage might be a problem, but I have the Lore Tip, I have the Kazan, and I have the Reno Jackson, so even, and the Owl, which is an important card, and so even that matchup gets much better. Kazan Mystic really puts 3 classes in check, which are like other Secret Paladins, any mage, any type of mage. In every mage you would run secrets and hunters, so it's really nice to have that, and it doesn't really hurt you too much in other matchups. It is just like a solid body on board for 4 mana. Not as good as Shredder, but it's not like completely useless like an Owl, for example, as a body. 1 Shredder, it's best 4-drop in the game. Harrison, against warriors, other paladins. Paladins are very popular, even rogues are getting more popular. I think this card is making a comeback. Lore Tap, best 5-drop in the game. Sludge Belcher, best taunt in general in the game. Emperor, best 6-drop in the game, arguably. Reno Jackson, just the whole deck is built around it, just the best heal in the game. Black Knight, yeah, another situational card. I think those cards fit perfectly in a Reno deck. It is so unpredictable, you can't play around everything, and I think taunts are coming back, and when people are not expecting it, this card can also win you games. So Dr. Boom, the best 7-drop in the game, and Tyrion, the best 8-drop in the game. So as you can see, I don't play Leon Hands, I don't think it's good anymore, but Reno is a great alternative. It's an insanely powerful heal, and yeah, I tend to play, I think Reno Paladin might be stronger, more might be more consistent than Secret Paladin, so I decided to transition to Reno Paladin and also focus more on it. So this is my version, and I'm also gonna show you guys some games.